Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Kris Canty. We're back. Walter is back from the other episode we just had for the last episode, quote unquote, of the 2021 year with Christopher Bird. We have David Norde joining us for this episode. This is the first installment of my top 100 songs that defined a decade. Now, the first decade, I'm going to start off when music got fun, in my opinion. We're going to start off in the 1960s, when music got fun. Not your boring, classic folk songs and jazz. We're getting into the real stuff, to the real music that kids today call real music, or our parents called real music back in the day.
No,
Not our grandparents.
You gotta say grandparents.
But grandparents, they were 20, 30 years old when, this music started coming out. So I guess we can call it real music. They can call it real music. But
I said both of my parents lived through most, if not all, of the 60s. So
dang. All right. So Walter's grandparents definitely. My grandparents.
That's your mouth.
Okay. Anyway, shout out to all the people in the Facebook group. It's all 723 of y'all. Thank you for joining the conversation every week. We will have another topics from the audience episode at the beginning of the year, so stay tuned for that. And the great debaters will be joining me for our episodes in 2021. So stay tuned for all the episodes coming in 2022. All right. We have Walter and David. They're going to be my judges for the top 100 songs. We might discuss some things, but all these 100 songs are from my opinion. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not know. So here we go. Number 100. We're starting off bottom of the list. No honorable mentions because that'll take a whole 2 days to do. So number 100. Money by Barrett Strong, Motown's first hit. Most people don't know that it's Motown's first hit, but Barrett Strong.
Are you doing a little sample of each? Because that
I could do a sample, however, YouTube would shut me down.
Yeah, we getting rocked if.
Well, no, it's fair. It's fair use if it's under 5 seconds, right? That's how the rule works, right?
That is true. However, no. we did it for a music episode once. They shut us completely down.
I think I remember that episode because we were like, here are us as here we are as radio DJs, and this is the music we have.
Like boom, when Warner Brothers came through, like hey, that's our song.
To be fair, Warner Brothers, yeah.
I might do it for the 70s because that's a better list. But 60s, we're just gonna keep it to the list. And if you want to hear these songs, I have a playlist on Apple Music. In my Apple Music, Kris Canty on Apple Music, so you can listen to all 100 of these songs. All right, number 99, "Daydream Believer" by the Monkees.
Why is that so low?
Hey man, we got more fire.
Wait, hold up. Did you say that this is already on Spotify?
No, it's on Apple Music.
Apple Music.
I mean, but the playlist is already up, or
it's already up on
Apple Music.
It's already up. Yeah.
Oh, because I don't have Apple Music.
I don't have Apple Music either.
Hey, that means they can't look at the lists.
I mean, if you would like to import it to Spotify, we would greatly appreciate it.
I'll do it after the episode.
Number
98. Number 98 is "The Twist" by Chubby Checker.
Okay, okay, hold up. That song is iconic.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
It's iconic, but it's not the best song of the 60s.
You mean to tell me there are 97 better songs?
Yes, I'm saying that right now in this episode.
That are as iconic and as good.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you "Let's Twist Again." Because if that's not on the list,
the sequel,
which is better, it is. But 97, come on, man.
I put it 97. I had to put it in there. It's an iconic dance of the 60s. You got to put it in there. It would have been 100, but I gave it some points.
I would at least put it 50 if you was gonna do that.
50?
Right? No.
50? Okay.
I think me and David both agree that's on the it deserves to be higher on the list.
I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you.
So we ain't saying put it at number 1 or the top 10, but
No, definitely.
50? That's too high. That's too high.
It deserves to be in the top 50.
All right.
Make it 50.
Make it 50. All right. All right. It's not going to be 50. Number 97. Number 97. We have questions 67 and 68 by Chicago.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
See,
it's
that's an iconic Chicago song. Stop.
It is. But arguably the two most iconic Chicago songs are If You Leave Me Now and 25 or 64. Both of which came out later.
But yeah, they're not in the 60s though.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like 67 and 68 are good songs. I mean, it's a good song, but it's like,
you know it's better than a twist. Stop it.
It's not though.
Just wait. Number 96. Number 96. We have.
All right. Okay. What you got?
We have "Stay" by Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs.
I don't think I know that one.
You know, "Stay."
It sounds familiar.
You know the song in in the Temptations that Eddie and Paul sang.
Mm-hmm.
That's the song.
Mm-hmm.
When they first meet him in
I know that song. That was my grandma's favorite song.
Mm-hmm. Just a
R.I.P.
little bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, that one might be better than the twist.
And there's 95 more of those.
He said 95 more.
All right, we got number 5, "Build Me Up, Buttercup" by the Foundations.
Okay, that deserves to be higher. And I'll tell I'll tell you why. Because that is a Motown song that Motown did not produce. That is a song by a British group in the 60s that mirrored the Motown sound so perfectly that 90% of the people that know that song think it's a Motown song. And that is why. Not to mention, it's just a good song. It is an upbeat song about a girl who just shits on a guy. Pardon my French.
That's why we have you on the episode, Walter. You know the history and everything. I like it.
But like, here's the thing. That deserves to be in the top 50.
In the top 50?
That is a fantastic song.
You put it in the 50?
Okay, I'll give you that. I want to see what you have in the top 50, and we'll go from there. So we'll get it down.
We gotta go through 40 more other songs.
I know. Look,
it's gonna be a long night.
Wait, hold up. If I don't have Apple Music,
I got my water ready.
if I don't have Apple Music, can you send me the playlist and I can
He
still
said
look at
after
it?
the episode, which means we got another 3 hours.
3 hours? No, we're not having 3 hours.
No, but no, because he said it's on Apple Music. So can you, if you send me the link, can I at least look at the playlist
after the show?
Like I said, 3 hours.
I thought you said it was already up on Apple.
It's already up, but he's going to give us.
I'm going to give it to you
just after the show. Why not now?
Because you're going to see all the songs. It'll take away all the surprise.
I swear to God, this might have been a mistake.
Number 94, we have "I Want to Testify" by the Parliaments. This is George Clinton before he was in Parliament Funkadelic.
Hey,
well, he was a what?
Parliament. This is George Clinton before he was Parliament Funkadelic and the funk era. This is the Parliaments. This is the Detroit sound.
A question: do you have a favorite Parliament song?
My favorite Parliament song, other than "Flashlight," it will have to be "One Nation Under a Groove." I'm
about to say there are two acceptable answers if you ask me. One is "One Nation Under a Groove," and the other is
"Flashlight."
No, not just "Knee Deep." You remember that song? You remember that song that was in Good Burger?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that whole song.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I gotta brush up on my Funkadelic.
Yeah. Remember they were in they locked in I know it's because I watched this earlier this year. They locked Homeboy in the mental place. And he was sitting next to George Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that scene?
George Clinton goes way back.
Yeah, and so they did that whole sequence as a it's not just Knee Deep.
It's like he's an iconic producer too.
True that, but also throwback to when he would do crazy crap like perform in a diaper.
Yeah, those were the days.
Which nothing against anybody who wears diapers. Do it.
Mhm.
But like I was not expecting as a kid to watch this man perform
In a diaper.
in a diaper.
No, he wasn't in a diaper. He was in a pull-up. I'm playing. He was.
He's a big
He
kid
was
now.
in a 360 cruiser. That's what he was.
Not the 360 cruiser.
But hey, man.
Was it a black baby or the white baby?
Hey, George, you got your Pampers on?
Oh man. Anyway, speaking of wild things, number 93, we have White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane.
That's the one pill makes you stronger.
Mm-hmm. Iconic.
Will you have that at what, 93?
93.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that it stands where it's at.
I think it should go up, but I don't think it deserves to be in like the top 50. It's a good song.
So you
It's
said
also
top 60. So you was going where I was.
top 70-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we was on that.
Yeah. So, but that's it. Like, yeah, because we're talking about a group that changed its name like 3 times, right?
That's true.
You got Jefferson Airplane, then you got Jefferson Starship, and then you just have Starship. All of which produced at least one iconic song.
Mm-hmm.
Like name a more iconic song for like the 80s than like We Built This City, right? Exactly. Like one spot I was not expecting that to pop up was the Muppets, but it popped up in the Muppets.
It did
and yeah, but like I said, so I think the band is more iconic than the song itself. But the song itself is also very iconic because it kind of helped usher in that psychedelic rock. Why? I have to center myself now. Okay, there we go.
I'm just messing with things on the show.
I want to be off center, Kris. Let me be
we're
off
back.
center.
We're back. All right, number 92. For Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder.
Why is that so low?
Just wait, David.
That hold up now, because that's early Stevie. Because that's still in like the little Stevie, like the little Stevie, like the little Stevie, right? Like it's back when he was doing stuff like Beach Blanket Bingo with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. Like it's good.
I wouldn't
to my life.
Low, though.
Like it's good, but but my point is, I actually agree with Kris on this one. I think this is right smack dab where it needs to be.
Yeah. Once in my life, I have someone who must be.
Like back when he was sitting there, just back when they were like, "Hey, we need some diversity in these like beach movies full of white people."
Just put a blind black guy in the middle.
They were like,
anyway, before we move on, number 91, we have Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. Watch is still laughing at this shit. Oh man. Hey, I can't be. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right, number 91 is Midnight Hour by Wilson Pickett. Number 90, Make Me Your Baby by Barbara Lewis. 1965. Number 89 is Chain Gang by Sam Cooke. Next is
Sam Cooke, man.
Sam Cooke was a good artist.
Sam Cooke got tied up in some weird shit.
He did. What movie was that when they were all together on Netflix?
On Netflix?
Yeah, there's a movie on Netflix. I forgot what it's called. Like Sam Cooke and all the other guys that wrote together and all that stuff. I forgot what the
I don't know. All I know is Sam Cooke got caught up in some stuff, and then he kind of was found dead. and it was in some foul. It was definitely foul play, but they were like, we'll just say it was the body of Jimmy Hoffa and call it a day.
Yeah, let's move on to number 88. Let's segue into Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys.
Not the Beach Boys' strongest song.
It's not, but there's one of the iconic.
But it is incredibly iconic. But I think it's fair to say that all of the Beach Boys, like their singles and their hits, were iconic because they themselves formed that beach rock. Right?
They did.
Like maybe one or two, like because they kind of formed rock and roll and rockabilly and put that together, and it just became beach rock. Mm-hmm. And there aren't many artists or many groups who are able to do that. So that
David
being
to it. Did you just do a B-52? Rock lobster. Lobster. What was that night? What was Rock Lobster Day? Hold on.
Damn.
That's going into iconic songs, okay? I'm putting it in there.
It is. It's iconic. It has to be iconic.
I'm putting it in there. 1978. So next time, the 70s, we're putting Rock Lobster, number 100.
Ding, 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 da, 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 da.
All right, number 87, we have Try a Little Tenderness, Otis Redding.
You know, that's fair. But I think there's another Otis Redding song that I hope is on this list that should be a lot higher.
Like what?
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. That was an honorable mention. It didn't make the list.
How
100?
So let me get this right.
100 songs.
The man's last song, the song he recorded 2 days before he got caught up in a plane crash, which is arguably his best song.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. No, okay, go ahead.
We'll be back.
So I can put this. So I can squeeze this song in the top 40.
We'll be back after these insane ramblings, right?
I know it was all this now. Hold on.
I think it's a well-written song. It's got a very important message. It's a very sweet song. Like I said, the history behind it's kind of tragic. But I definitely think that song deserves to be in the top 100.
It does, but not this 100. Next one. Number 86. These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. 1965.
Hold up, pause. That made the list?
Yes!
You made it so.
But
the 60s?
But I mean, it is defining. There have been several. No, they did it for what? Puss in Boots? Like definitely is iconic to the point where I feel like it's fair to say
it's iconic that it was in Shrek 2. Okay.
If you can figure out a way to trickle it down into a kids movie, it's iconic enough. But here's the thing. That made the list.
What?
Yes.
But
yes.
But Sitting on the Dock of the Bay didn't make the list.
It didn't make the list, Walter. It didn't make the list. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Man.
There's a lot of songs that could have made. If we made a top 200 list, that would have made the list. There's a lot of songs on here that didn't make the list.
I will. We're gonna have a talk.
Okay.
Later.
All right. We're gonna have a rebuttal episode.
It's just me ranting for 20 minutes.
It's like you don't even know what rock and roll is. All right. Number 85. Beauty is Only Skin Deep by the Temptations. David over here like, fam, 85? Really?
No.
He's like, it should have been at least 80.
This should have been number 1.
No, I ain't gonna say number 1.
No.
Hey,
No, I have an idea of
80 other songs like that.
That's actually one of my favorite Temptation songs.
I think I know what my top 10 for the 60s are, and I'm curious to see what yours are going to be. Because I want to see how different our taste in music are.
Okay. I want to hear David's too. Number 84, Rescue Me by Fontella Bass.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is right where it should be.
All right, number 83, Do I Diddy Diddy by Manfred Mann.
Do. Yeah.
Do.
See that's up there in those songs that are like they're fun, right? The whole point of them is that like that's that fun part of the 60s, right?
Like Bertie Mac had happy rap. I have happy rock.
Yeah.
That's my happy rock.
That's it. Like it's kind of that detraction from like the
David
Korean and Vietnam
Ryan,
Wars, right? Like that's what it is, right? So we have this like happy kind of, it's the tail end of that rockabilly era. So we kind of get some of those people are just kind of having fun now, and so that's what those like Rescue Me is a fun song. Do I Diddy Diddy is a fun song. So yeah.
number 82, One Fine Day by the Chiffons, their most iconic song.
I think that's one song that I haven't heard.
No, bro, listen to it. You can make a beat off of that.
What's it called?
One Fine Day by the Chiffons. CHIFFONS. And then number 81 is Lover's Concerto by The Toys.
The Toys.
That's an iconic song too.
I don't think I heard that song either.
Never? Wow, what's going on, David?
It's not what's going on. See, I had one of those blackety black grandmas that all she listened to was the OJs and the Temptations.
Yeah, same here. Same here. You know all the words to It's Growing. I was like, God dang it, grandma. Well, yeah, number 80, Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back.
No. But we're not gonna address the fact that was a little flat on my end, but that's fine. We're just gonna keep moving. No, I'll okay. That one again. That's in that kind of like fun part because a lot of Ray Charles music was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So that's I'd say that's probably in the right spot in the top. Like it deserves to be in the top 100, but not too far.
See why Jamie Foxx was having the ball playing them.
He was. I still haven't seen that movie yet. So
how you ain't seen?
Wait, hold up.
I've never seen Ray. I've never seen it.
I saw that when I was a kid.
I know it came out like 2004. Like
that? Yeah, yes. It came out. Oh, wait, hold up.
I didn't see it.
Here's. Have you seen The Incredibles?
Yeah.
Came out the same year. What's your excuse?
I was 9.
So was I.
I didn't give a fuck about Ray. That's it. 9. I was like, ain't he dead? He didn't die to like, you know.
Yeah, matter of fact, he helped Jamie Foxx with the audition.
I know.
Yeah, like that. I'm gonna say that movie came out.
He taught him how to play the piano the way he did.
He taught him how to be him. And I hope when they make the Stevie Wonder biopic that Stevie teaches me how to play piano like that.
Fam, the Stevie Wonder one, that's gonna make $1 trillion at the box office.
First off, Walter, if you ever look like that.
Happy birthday to you.
Listen, you had that one piece of hair.
They have to end the movie on that song. They have to.
If you have that one piece of hair,
man,
all the rest of it is gone.
They didn't cut that yet, Stevie. Man, I'm just saying. The barber took advantage of Stevie.
Okay, no, okay. So, but that also begs the question of does Stevie know it's there?
That's what I'm saying. Like the barber doesn't even. The barber was like, "Yeah, I'll cut it for $200,000." He just left. Like he didn't do nothing.
He said, "Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and get the straight blazer."
No, real quick. I was talking to my dad.
Hey guys, go ahead, just.
No, dude. I was talking to my real quick. I was talking to my dad. I was like, "Hey, because we were talking about because my dad's done some music work for this, that, and the other." I was like, "Hey, Dad, what's one of your crazy stories?" Right. So he was telling about time his buddy, because his buddy plays bass for Stevie Wonder. And he said he invited him out and all that. I'm like, well, why didn't you stay out there, Dad? You could have made something out there. He goes, oh, you wouldn't have been here if that was the case. I was like, well, I'm glad you stayed.
Stay at home, handle some business. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, all right, well.
Yeah. Speaking of that, number 79, Turn, Turn, Turn by the Byrds.
That one sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar for
To
sure.
everything, turn, turn, turn. It's a very boring song, but the bass line makes it feel so great.
That's weird. I don't know if I like that.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's a weird bass line.
Okay, I think I heard it. I think one of y'all played it.
When
We had the 60s now.
All right, number 78, Inagata da Vida by Iron Butterfly.
That definitely, I think that should be higher, but I'll give it to you there.
What's that?
Inagata da Vida, baby.
It's literally been sampled for how many years?
Wait, hold on. No, I got the perfect one. Do you remember? Did you watch The Simpsons?
Oh my god, not that one.
Kinda.
I don't know.
So there was an episode where Bart switches the music. So they're sitting there. They're sitting there in the church singing this song, like for. And it goes
I
like,
forgot about the episode.
Yeah, he switches out the music and it goes 15 minutes later because Inagata da Vida is a long song.
It's a 17-minute song.
Yeah, and so at the end of it, like the organist passes out and Lovejoy goes, "Wait a minute, this sounds like rock and/or roll."
Inagata da Vida.
Inagata da Vida, baby.
Okay. So Nas's "Hip Hop Is Dead" uses that sample.
Yeah. Say most people have heard it at least once.
Hip hop is dead. But Will I Am?
Yeah.
Hip hop is dead. It's dead. That's a good song. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, number 77, Fortunate Son, CCR.
Okay, now you're just messing with me.
I'm not. That's right here on my list.
Now you're just messing with me.
It's a great song, Walter. I am your fortunate one.
My problem with you isn't the fact that it's in the top 100. It's the fact that it's not in the top 10.
It's not going to be in the top 10. I'm sorry.
It is a literal decade. It is a war and decade defining song.
It is. Okay, I'll highlight it just for you. I'm going to highlight the songs that you don't like. First one was The Twist. The second one was which one was it?
At this point, we like 30 songs in. I
know.
Yeah, I don't remember either, man. Just keep it moving.
I got Fortunate Son. All right, number 76, Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Okay.
You had nothing on that. You had
nothing. No. I'm still mad about the CCR list, but go ahead.
It's okay. All right, number 75. We're almost there, guys. 75. We are River Deep, Mountain High. Ike Tina Turner.
First off, we're just a quarter in. That's not almost there.
We're half an hour into this. We're half an hour into this, and we're
a quarter in.
It's like the cross country race where you just start and we have that one guy like, "Hey, you almost there, bro? You almost there?" The starting point's right there.
Yeah, but you're that much closer. You got this.
Closer. Keep going. You can run. Shut up. Give me some water. Shit.
Give me some water.
All right, number 74, Bus Stop by the Hollies.
Okay.
Number 73, When a Man Loves a Woman, Percy Sledge. When a man, not the Michael Bolton version.
Okay. This is the first time I'm going to say this. That deserves to be lower on the list.
What?
Damn.
What?
Like that's definitely in. I would probably put that back at like 80 or something. It's all. Actually, no, I take that back. That makes an honorable mention.
Oh, not even the 100s?
Dude, it's an all right song. It's like Me and Mrs. Jones. It's all right.
Me and Mrs. Jones. That is definitely going in the top 100 of the 1970s. I'm just saying.
I don't think I know that song.
Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. All right. Number 72. You're going to hate this, Walter. Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles.
Oh, I'm going to murder you.
He said, "I'm gonna murder you."
Murder me, Eleanor Rigby.
Okay. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You say you better move that up.
It is one of the first. It is one of the first.
I used to not like this song until I saw the Paul McCartney like documentary on why it's his favorite song from the Beatles era. I was like, oh, I understand you now.
Why is it?
I don't know. He just likes the bass, and like he created the whole song, he produced it, and all that stuff. So
it's also one of the first rock songs to like implement strings.
Yeah,
it's heavily like the entire song. If you actually listen to it, and not like strings like and before anybody makes the argument that like a guitar is a string instrument, it is. I know, believe me.
Like
we're talking classical strings. That song is essentially all classical
violins,
strings. All violins, cellos. And as somebody who plays the guitar, the bass, and the cello, yeah, I know I'm making myself that or like that band kid. But as somebody who does that, like it was kind of cool being because you never hear anybody play the cello in anything except like Yo-Yo Ma, and believe me, I like Yo-Yo Ma, but I got tired of it always being Yo-Yo Ma. So when I found out about Eleanor Rigby, I was like, oh, this song is really cool, and it actually uses like a good use of the cello. But I would definitely put that song higher on the list. Maybe not top 10, but
okay.
But the harmonies are good too. That's the thing. It's
just great. It's a great song.
It's a great song, and you're humoring me, and I hate you for it.
But people say it's the best song ever made. I was like, no, it's not. Stop.
It's one of the best songs ever made.
But them people lying
to you. All right, number 71. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong.
I thought that came out in the 50s.
No, that did not come out in the 50s.
That is the 60s era? Okay.
That is the 60s.
67.
I used to study him. Look,
Kris, unless you started smoking like 4 packs a day, you can't. That just it destroys it just destroys your voice.
What a wonderful world.
And it's destroying my ears. Let's keep moving.
Number 70. I hate you so much. Number 70. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
I knew that was gonna be 70. I knew it. You bastard.
I was wrong.
You bastard. I knew it.
You just knew he was like, you gonna say, boy, that change is gonna come. All right, number 69. You're My Soul and Inspiration by the Righteous Brothers. One of the best
You're
backup
my
songs.
Inspiration.
One of the best backup songs in history.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's all right.
In my opinion, this was one of the best. I played that on repeat every time when I broke up with one of my girlfriends. I'm gonna say which one on the show, but
no, you should. Why
number 68. Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes.
What is in your top 10?
Hey man, you gotta wait to the top 10, baby. You gotta wait to the top 10, baby.
I'm upset because that song is higher up on that list.
We got 2 people waiting for the top 10 on live right now.
That low?
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. That shouldn't be that low.
Hey man, we got fire coming up.
Watch this top 10 just be cold.
We talk about a song that Kris jams to when he beat in Rush Hour. That's what. Yes, you.
Wait, this song, Stop in the Name of Love?
Beat in Rush Hour.
You're right. All right, number 67.
Hey, low key though, I wanna go buy a condo at 1300 just to be able to say, yeah, I live in the same building that Diana Ross used to.
Yeah. Or drive past the Brewster Projects. Say, oh, she used to live here too. God dang.
Now it's like, man, Berry Gordy did her a lot.
They did. They had a kid together.
I know. That's the joke.
Oh, well, moving on. Fact check. Number 67. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. BJ Thomas.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. Is that the same one that I'm thinking of?
The
Yeah,
rain
shout out to
keep
Spider-Man
falling
3.
on my
Yeah.
head. Yeah. That's that. I'm
Why is that
fine
the
with
first
that.
thing that came to my head?
I'm fine with that where that is, honestly. That's fine.
That's happy rock right there.
Yeah. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Okay, we're gonna sing that all night. Number 66. Brown Eyed Girl, Van Morrison. Walter's over there like, what's in your top 10, nigga?
No. That song shouldn't be in the top 10. But it definitely should be in like the top 20.
Okay.
At least I think so.
I think
so.
I'll give it to you. Top 20.
You're not gonna change it, I know, but still.
I'm not. Number 65, Cold Sweat, James Brown, 1967.
Okay.
That's when Funk
one
came.
James Brown song I've never heard.
You don't break out in a cold sweat?
Cold Sweat.
You don't break out in a
That's
cold
one James
sweat?
Brown song I've never heard.
That's when James Brown went from soul to complete funk. That was the Angel of Guards right there.
Yeah. You can't argue that one. That is.
He went from begging to, hey, give me that hit. Give me that note. Hit it. Come on now. Number 64, Day Tripper, Beatles.
Okay. All right.
63, San Francisco, Scott McKenzie.
Oh.
Number 62, Mr. Postman, The Marvelettes.
Okay. I think that should be a little higher, but I'm also partial to Motown, so I'm heavily biased towards Motown, so I'll give you that.
If I had a whole list of 100 Motown songs, like, you already know what's going to be in there. But I had to, like...
Do you mean that...
I had to go from Motown to Capitol Records to RCA.
We had to go to Capitol and stop over at Atlantic for a second.
We gotta stop over, we gotta go to Chess Records for a second. It's just a lot. And speaking, go back to Motown, number 61, Since I Lost My Baby by the Temptations.
I have a hot take, a very unpopular opinion. I don't think the Temptations are that fantastic.
Oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You ranked Eleanor Rigby in the 70s. You don't get to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what this man just said?
Look, they're good. I'm not denying that. Barry Gordy,
ladies and gentlemen,
Barry Gordy made sure that his anybody he brought in was good, and they are good. They were good. But I don't think they are worth the hype, the craze. Say what?
You know what people do on Christmas? They make people watch 24 hours of the Christmas Story. I think Walter needs to watch 24 hours of the Temptations on BET.
Just like how BET used to do the whole Michael Jackson story.
Oh my God, not the Michael Jackson.
This is
it. I was like, oh my God.
Hey,
what you that first intro scene? I'm like, oh, Michael Jackson.
Hey, that the quick sidestep. I think my favorite comment ever was Joe Jackson beat his kids into stardom.
He did.
He whooped them into shape. Literally.
He whooped them into stardom.
He whooped them into shape. Literally.
I was like, that is fair. He did that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. No, number 60. Speaking of that, Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf.
All right. Would you agree that that's more of highway road rock?
Yeah.
Because I was trying to explain to somebody the different types of rock that exist that have existed through the years, and that was one I really couldn't figure out how to explain, other than Born to Be Wild, Wild Thing, the stuff that you tend to see in the movies when somebody's kind of on that lone stretch in the desert road on a bike or in yeah.
Or you can see it in a Pampers commercial. You can hear it in the Pampers.
I'm sorry, what?
Pampers commercial?
Yep, they did it. They played the songs in the Pampers commercial.
What?
when the baby was crawling, played it. He played it while the baby was crawling.
All right, David.
I can't.
All right, number 59, Hair by the Cowsills, 1969. Number 58, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Ooh, forgot about them.
Number 57, Save the Last Dance for Me by the Drifters.
Save the last dance for me.
Number 56, Hooked on a Feeling by B.J. Thomas.
Okay.
Blue Suede gonna come out to the 70s, and that'll be in the next list.
Blue Suede songs are.
Ooh, chaka, ooh, chaka. Shout out to what is that? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Number 55, The Lion Sleeps Tonight by the Tokens.
I thought that came out in. Never mind.
1961.
I'm gonna say that came out. I thought it came out in the 50s, so it definitely came out in the early 60s. Man.
Yeah. Not 1954. Number 54 is At Last by Etta James. 1961. Okay. Yeah, David. 54.
I would put that top 30, but hey.
Top 30?
Which one? Yeah, David? Wait, which one?
At Last.
I'm kind of torn on that one. It could go either way depending on the day of the week, honestly.
True.
Sometimes I'm like, the song is fantastic. It's great. And other days I'm like, the song is all right. The song is all right.
All right, number 53, Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow by the Shirelles. Number 52, The Rain, The Park, and Other Things by the Cowsills.
What type of title is that?
Hey, it's a long title, but it's a great song.
Hey, hold up. We can't talk. We grew up in an era where song titles were lying is the most fun a girl can have with her clothes on. Yeah. So like,
what type of title is that?
Or the only difference between Suicide and Martyrdom is press coverage.
Who has that?
David's over here oblivious to song titles.
I had a lot of friends who were in the pop punk, so I heard some very interesting song titles.
My songs Know What You Did in the Dark.
Thanks for the that was not that bad.
Man, that's that was a long title. I don't think that was even the.
All right, next, number 51, Oh Pretty Woman, Roy Orbison.
I'll leave that where it is. We'll leave it as we'll leave it as it is.
All right, y'all. We're in the top 50. We're halfway there, David. Halfway there. Crystal Blue Persuasion, Tommy James and the Shondells, 1968.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh. You're killing me, David. Number 49, This Magic Moment by the Drifters.
This magic moment.
Shout out to the Sandlot.
So different and so new. Why is that so low?
Because
what is their reasoning?
There's more fire to come.
So so we're talking about songs that define the 60s.
These are songs that define the 60s. When you think the 60s, these are the songs that come up.
Yeah, you have very different interpretations of the 60s.
Yes, I do.
We'll continue.
We'll continue. I say we continue. And we're going to continue right now. Number 48. La La Means I Love You by the Delphonics.
That's fine right where it is, honestly.
Number 47, I Will Follow Him by Peggy March. Number 46, Along Comes Mary by The Association.
I said that was her name. The Association.
The only song to incorporate a recorder.
Hey, do you know how old I was when I realized that the recorder is a well-respected instrument in like most of the world?
I didn't know at all until I heard this song. I was like, okay, he blown on that recorder. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm expecting something
I
like
didn't know recorders was an actual instrument.
Yeah. The recorder is a well-respected instrument in like 90% of the world.
It is.
And the other 10% is and I'm gonna say, and the other 10% is America.
No, America. That's like your intro. Besides piano,
yeah,
you just blow on it.
and it's a cool instrument.
I actually used to play it like it was a clarinet.
Yeah, because it's kind of how you play it. It's a woodwind, right? So, but it's it's a cool instrument. Don't get me wrong.
He says sort of. I was like, that's not a clarinet. That's not a clarinet.
Sure, but like if you play it like that, go for it. Like I'm not expecting something like Jethro Tull where it's like a jazz recorder album to come out.
David was out here doing the Zelda theme song.
That song defined that.
Doing the whole mask off beat.
That song defined the 80s. Changed my mind.
Doing the whole mask off beat with the recorder.
Oh, that hurt my ears.
How did this come from the association? All this bullshit.
It's like America. They just like the band America. Like
yeah. Just soon to come and soon to come. Number 45, Happy Together by the Turtles.
I'll accept it just because as far as psychedelic rock goes, I don't think it's that strong of a song. I really like it, but I think it's missing something.
Number 44, Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane.
Okay.
All right.
Walter's over there like.
Walter's over here like, you know what? It just is what it is at this point.
You're really gonna hate me for this one. Number 43, My Guy by Barry Wells.
Actually, no.
Oh no,
I don't.
No, okay.
No, I'm very. I love Motown. They produced a lot of great hits. This one's cool, but it doesn't do it for me. So it's fine where it is.
Interesting. Number 42, Green Tambourine by the Lemon Pipers. Shout out to Recess School's Out.
What song is that?
Green Tambourine.
You saying it more exaggerated? You saying it with like a more like exacerbated tone of voice is going to make me know the song.
A true black parent. That's what you are.
It's like when your remote doesn't work that well, and so you like start trying like hit the buttons harder, hoping that it works when it's just the batteries being all messed up.
I'm trying to like trigger his memory, but I don't think he heard it before.
So, you said it's by the Who?
No, it's by the Lemon Pipers.
Yeah, that's something like that. That's I misspoke.
I know. I was like, no, the Who's actual band.
I know the Who's an actual band.
It would be great if it was made by them, though.
That's it.
And you said it was on what?
What?
The song.
Green Tambourine?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It was on what?
You shout out something like it was.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Recess School's Out by Disney.
The movie?
Yeah, the movie. It was the end credits.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 41. I Was Made to Love Her by Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Hey, hey, hey. Do, 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 do.
That has one of the best bass lines ever written.
Yes.
And because of that, it deserves to be higher.
I know, but it's I highlighted it. I was like, that's gonna be higher than the list.
You're like, see, I'm glad you agree that you messed up.
I didn't mess up. I just
no, you very clearly did.
I just knew you were gonna say it has to be higher.
He didn't mess up, but then after the show, you're gonna be like,
no, it's good. I already posted the list. People already know what this is. Now, number 40, Mama Said by the Shirelles.
Okay.
Number 39, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag by James Brown.
All right.
Number 38, You Keep Me Hanging On by Vanilla Fudge.
That's a great name for a group.
Very great.
Just like, what is it? The
Lemon Pipers.
Yes.
Very great group. They were probably high when they made it, but that's okay.
Sometimes that's the only way you're going to get the music you need.
Right. And speaking of getting the music you need, number 37, Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. A Whiter Shade of Pale, number 36, Procol Harum.
Oh, we're just going to glance over the Stones like that? Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Go back to the Stones. Let's go back to Gimme Shelter.
I think it should be higher, but I don't think it should be that much higher. Still in the top 30, but like a little, or still in the top 40, but a little higher, closer to 30. That's what I think. It is a really good song.
Very good song. All right, number 35. The House of the Rising Sun by the Animals.
The Edibles?
Animals. Like
they're an English
animals.
They're an English group that only had like 3 good songs.
Yeah.
And House of the Rising Sun. And House of the Rising Sun was 2 of them. No, you're right. They were all hits.
You're trying to downplay their best
but
hit?
they're again, we're talking about songs that make you think of the '60s. House of the Rising Sun is an instant there. It's like Fortunate Son. Like the second you hear like the first 2 notes of the song, you already know what's coming. You already know, like, and you can put yourself in that time period.
The song gives you chills.
Which is why I go up there and go, it should be a little higher.
Okay, I'll highlight it.
That's just opinions are opinions.
Yeah.
And yours are all wrong, sir. Like, no.
No, I like your opinions. That's why I got you on the show. Number 34, Summer in the City, Lovin' Spoonful, 1966.
Hot Town, Summer in the City.
Happy Rock. That's Happy Rock right there.
The first time I heard that was on The Simpsons.
No, first time I heard it was a Time Life commercial.
Was it what?
Time Life commercial. You know, on BET.
I remember the Time Life.
Most of these songs I heard from Time Life.
I used to watch their like doo-wop one all the time. I love doo-wop.
The doo-wop one, oh my god, that was pure entertainment.
And all this can be the 10 disc collection with like
for $25.
It'll be like 10.
I never knew what those was actually called.
Yeah. So the Time Life
those commercials.
No, bro. My most favorite one was the disco one. The disco one was pumping out hits.
No, but the Time Life it'd be something weird. It'd be like 10. It'd be like 10 it would be literally like 10 CDs, 3 albums, 15 different like posters.
And I'm like,
and a record player.
I'm like, it's 2015. What the fuck?
And for the disco one, it'd be like you can get like platform shoes on Disco Ball, all for 5 easy payments of $29.95, and you go, wait a minute.
I think they're still playing the Here and Now one.
Hey, it's still better than PBS doing their sponsorship ads.
Oh my god, I hate the pledges, bro.
The pledges, and you'd sit there and be like, I just want to watch Arthur and Caillou, man.
Like, I don't want to watch Phil Collins again.
I don't care anymore.
Look, I don't care about viewers like me. Just
we're sponsored by viewers like you. So if I don't watch you, you don't get money.
I'm a 5-year-old. What do viewers
Thank you? Why are you thanking me? Just put my show on.
Why are viewers like me paying you money? We shouldn't be paying PBS anything.
You're free. Free.
Like, it's built by
I don't even need cable to watch you.
It's built by the National Science Foundation, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, and viewers like you.
Thank you.
And the National Endowment for the Arts, right? Like you sit there and go, wait a minute. It's like, but as a grown up, and I'm sure Kris, you can kind of understand this with the stuff going on in your life in the next year. That stuff is important.
It is very important.
There are a lot of people that I've seen do stupid stuff out in public, and I was like, okay, he didn't watch Arthur.
That's true.
Like this man didn't watch Cyber Chase growing up.
Have an imagination, stupid.
This man didn't watch Zoom. Do y'all remember Zoom? Like,
okay, Zoom was the show. Zoom was the show. I might watch a few episodes before I go to bed.
It's like this man did not. This man clearly was not one of the viewers like me, man. He did not give a flying.
Not viewers like me. Goodness gracious! All right, number 33. Speaking of that, "Uptight" by Stevie Wonder.
All right, out of sight. Okay.
Number 32. "All Along the Watchtower," Jimi Hendrix.
I knew it.
Was this your top 10, Walter?
It is in my top 10, and there is not a damn thing you can say that's going to make me take it out of it because I know the story behind it. Like, here's Kris. Name a cover of a song that is more popular than the original.
Name a cover of a song that's more popular.
Yeah.
Respect, Aretha Franklin.
Who did that originally?
Otis Redding. It was Otis.
I'm gonna double back that one because I don't know if I don't know.
Don't make me do "Smooth Criminal" by Alien Ant Farm. I'm playing.
No, but I mean, like, "All Along the Watchtower" is arguably one of the.
That was one of the.
No. Let me finish. It's one of the only covers of a song that has become more popular than the original. So much so that the original artist covers Hendrix's version of it. Like Bob, there's a difference, right?
Bob Dylan song, right?
It is a Bob Dylan song, but here's the thing: the lines hit differently. Like, "Businessman, drink my wine." Bob Dylan's like, yeah, quick, savvy. It's a clever line. It's a clever line. It's a clever song. But when Hendrix uses it and the way he sings about it, actually, I'll send you a link to a video later that I watched a video essay on it, and it kind of sums it all up. Where that, not to mention, when you shift the chords to the song too, there's a lot of stuff in there. Not to, it defines the '60s. Like it's up there with CCR. It's up there with "Fortunate Son." Those are two songs that immediately place you in 1968. They immediately place you in the Vietnam War.
That's true.
And
why did we
both
go to war again?
What?
We don't have time for that.
What'd you say?
He said, "Why did we go to war? We don't have time for that.
To stop the domino effect of communism.
We don't have time for that, like, for the lies, and we really don't have time.
No.
That's just all our way.
That's just a synopsis of what happened in Vietnam.
No. Synopsis of what happened in Vietnam is
no.
The synopsis of what happened in Vietnam is we had no business being there, and we got our asses handed to us.
That's exactly what my question was.
I'm trying to give you the American version. It was a small synopsis. We went over there to stop communism. No one damn we couldn't stop it. Went over there. How long were we over there? Like almost 12 years?
No. We started in Korea, and that ended. The Korean conflict ended. We pulled all of our troops out. We're like, everybody gets to go home, and everyone's like, yay! And then, long story short, they were like, hey, so have you guys heard of Vietnam?
Like, no.
And we were like, no. No, they were like, okay, let's check out and they're like, yeah, so we need you to, like, crawl around Vietnam and, like, all the French Indochina and eliminate communism there, knowing damn well, yeah, you're right, Kris, they couldn't do it. They weren't going to. So we really don't have the time to go into that. Mostly because I don't want to be here for another hour just going over, like,
no. I just wanted to know why the fuck was we over there in the first fucking place?
We were trying to stop communism.
He ain't had shit to do with it.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, that during that time, America found itself in a lot of places to stop the spread of communism.
Just to make things worse.
So basically they did the fucking run and found out.
Just to make things worse. That's what happened.
Fucking run and found out is what happened to them.
Yeah, the 60s was not a good time for America, politically or militarily.
Right, number 31, "Higher" by Jackie Wilson.
Yeah.
Higher.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ghostbusters 2.
You ain't got no business.
That's the first time I heard it.
You ain't got no business.
I'm just pointing out where I heard the song first. Shout out to Ghostbusters 2. 2003. That's when I first heard it. All right. Number 30. Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. The only Neil Diamond song that black people know.
So I'll agree to disagree on that one. Iconic. It's how the impact of the song. I think it deserves to be higher, but the song itself deserves to stay right where it is.
Sorry to stay where it is.
like it's a song. If you've ever been to a sporting event,
not
you've heard
a white wedding. What are you talking about?
if you've been to, it's a nice day for a white wedding. Who did that? Who did that song? It's a nice day for
Billy Idol.
Yeah, yep, it was Billy. Billy Idol. Yeah, but yeah, if you ever been to a sporting event or a party or a wedding,
Red Wings game,
a sporting event.
No, specifically Red Wings and Tigers games. The white games.
At any point, chances are you've heard this song. This song is very iconic because it's a sing-along song. It's like Hey Jude, right? Like the entire point of the song is to have something people can sing along to. I swear to God, I'm gonna say if you didn't put that,
go carry on.
So, anyways, yeah. If you've been to an event in the past like 50 years, chances are you've heard the song. Like it's iconic, so it deserves to be higher up on the list because it's iconic. But it's not that good of a song, so it stays where it is.
So good. That's that one white auntie that does it. So good. All right, number 29. I Say a Little Prayer by Aretha Franklin. Actually, that is another good cover that's better than the original. I Say a Little Prayer by Aretha Franklin.
That's the original.
It was done by Dionne Warwick.
Who?
Dionne Warwick, an iconic black singer. Where have you been?
That was not the Dionne I was thinking of when you said Dionne. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, people just say Dionne. People know what Dionne, like the singer Dionne.
Well, I was thinking like Dionne Diamucci, like the Runaround Sue guy.
I mean, white people know that Dionne.
I was like, no, that's not the Dionne he's talking about.
The worst. I mean, it's a good song.
What are you talking about, Kris?
That is a good song.
Dionne Warwick, Gladys Knight, Aretha Franklin, those black singers. That's what Friends Are For with Elton John and Stevie Wonder. Okay, moving on.
He's like, let me not embarrass you in front of the nation.
Nah, it's fine. You know, knowledge is power. So
it's okay.
I'm
it's
glad
okay.
to see that there's
all right. We'll get there in the 70s and 80s. We'll get there. Okay.
Oh my
black brothers that got knowledge. I'm just.
This is what these episodes are for. We're teaching the masses.
That's why I'm here.
So that's another song for you.
He's like, I'm the masses. I need to be taught.
That's why I'm here.
All right, number 28, "Touch Me" by The Doors.
Okay.
I'm heads and tails on The Doors.
You're torn, aren't you?
Yeah, honestly.
Shout out to School of Rock.
Like Jim Morrison is good. He's a good singer. He uses his voice well. But I'm kind of in that boat of like, you know how some people just aren't real big fans of the Beatles? I feel that way about The Doors. It's like the music is good. I know some people. It's like the music is good, but it's just not for me.
All right, David. We're gonna listen to his greatest hits on a listening party episode.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. My entire top 10 for the 60s could be the Beatles. I love the Beatles.
Be.
It's not, but it could be.
It could be for me. It could be the Beatles and the Temptations.
Like here's the thing though. Like I had to limit myself to one of each artist for the top 10 to keep it fair and even.
See, now you understand why. Now you understand my you know.
And it was really hard to only pick one Beatles song to be on that list.
It is. Really hard.
But I chose the one I chose the one I like the best. I chose my favorite Beatles song, so we'll get into that later. But yeah.
Okay. All right, number 27, "Unchained Melody" by the Righteous Brothers.
Okay.
26, "Groovin" by the Young Rascals. Underrated classic of the 70s. I mean, the 60s. It's Groovin. 25, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again by Sly and the Family Stone.
I thought that was the 70s.
I thought it was too. It
1969.
sounds like
Thank you for letting
Let
me
me
be myself.
again.
Yeah.
That's 1969, baby.
wow.
God, that is.
There's a lot of songs you think are 1970s, but are like just like
Well,
late.
the thing is that the 60s and the 70s music didn't change too much. I think that's why.
Yeah. So
No. It changed. Don't get me wrong. It changed. Like
We're gonna have a whole episode on that, Walter.
we could and we should, but not tonight.
He
that's
said
what
not tonight.
It's going on 1 o'clock. It's going on 1 o'clock in the
But,
morning.
We already an hour in.
Right, like we could do that, but like, the difference is like the 50s to the 60s, we saw that large change. We got out of the rockabilly and started getting into rock and roll. We had the British invasion and all that. The 60s to 70s, kind of the people who were really popular in the late 60s were still really popular into the mid 70s, minus 1 or 2 people. Then we started getting that shift again because we had that like the disco era kind of bump in there too. And then we started being able to play around with musical instruments a lot more and being able to do weird things. That's like phasers and all that.
Voice
So,
boxes.
Yep. And so, but when the 80s came in, that's when we really got to like another shift in music. And then we had another one in the 90s and in the mid 2000s and in sort of like the mid 2010s. So yeah, so we that again, we can go in depth and all that a lot later, but yeah, so that
could be another episode of the KrisCross Corner. I like it.
Which I can't find on Spotify.
It's all right. It's all right.
Damn.
It's on Apple Music. You got to get Apple Music.
But your podcast has a Spotify link on it.
Yeah, but I make playlists on Apple Music.
Dude, I just want to listen to the podcast. I just want to hear what I'm missing.
I got you.
He said everywhere you get your podcast from. So, Kris, you've been lying to the people.
No, you
been
lying. No. Hold up.
If you can't listen to it, you've been lying to the people. You are wrong.
Before we move on with this thing, the podcast can be listened to. The podcast can be listened on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Overcast. Now, if you want to hear this playlist that I'm listing these songs from, you have to go to Apple Music.
No, I just want the podcast.
To be specific, the podcast is definitely on Spotify. You just look it up.
Because I'm basically only on whenever there's music involved.
Which is great because you have a great music insight.
You do.
It's incredible. We're holding 2 viewers for the whole YouTube episode at 1 o'clock in the morning. This is great. This never happened in YouTube history on KrisCross Corner. Actually, it has for the election episode, but we're not going to talk about that, David.
Look at my eyes.
Look at my eyes. I was on that thing for like 12 hours.
Had a whole wall.
I had 2 2-liter Mountain Dews. I was like, I'm going to drink this one all the way.
A whole wall.
I was like, we're on mountain time now.
For the United States.
We're on mountain time.
We're in California now. We're not going to be Democratic or Republican. All right, next one. Where are we at? 24. Love Child by the Supremes.
Okay.
Number 23, Get Ready by the Temptations.
I do like that one.
Number 22, This Old Heart of Mine by the Isley Brothers.
The Isley Brothers.
Number 21, Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley. The only Elvis song on this list.
I like the Wayne Newton song, or the Wayne Newton version better.
Wayne Newton of Suspicious Minds?
Yeah.
There's something about Elvis.
Yeah. We're not going into that.
We're not going to go into that today.
It's 1:45 in the morning. We're not going over that.
We're not. All right, number 20. Here we go. Here's fire now.
All right, let's do your top 20, Kris.
The top 20 of the 1960s, the defining song. Number 20, Dancing in the Street, Martha and the Vandellas, 1965.
Okay.
Number 19, we got It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers.
Do what you want to do.
Okay.
Do what you want to do. All right. Shout out to Muppets from Space.
Shout out to who did that? V8.
What?
Yeah.
V8 commercial.
Oh my god. All right, number 18 was "I Want to Hold Your Hand" by the Beatles.
I'm not a big fan of the Beatles.
That's a man.
Actually, there is a Beatles song. Actually, there's 2 Beatles songs on the top 10. So we'll get there.
So we'll get there.
Number 17, "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5.
Okay.
1969. "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. 1967.
Okay.
15, "Na Na Na" Kiss 'Em Goodbye by Steam.
Hey.
Goodbye.
See, again, that's in there with that. That's in there with it. It sounds like the 70s. It sounds like it should be in the 70s.
Now that's the song you hear everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every sporting event.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes church. I'm playing.
Sir, you need to stop.
Pastor, you weren't over. Nah. All right. Number 14, "You Can't Hurry Love" by the Temptations.
Okay.
Not the Temptations, the Supremes. My bad.
I was like,
It'd be crazy if they made that song.
fail.
"You Can't Hurry Love" by the Supremes. Now number 14.
Yeah.
Can't hurry love. All right.
Oh, you just have
to wait. All right. Actually, that's another cover for that song. Phil Collins' version of that song.
Phil Collins did a interesting.
Mm-hmm. Number 13, "Chain of Fools" Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
12, "Good Vibrations" by the Beach Boys. I gotta shout out to the Illuminati. You gotta put the Beach Boys in here. Number 11, underrated hit of the 60s, "She's Not There" by the Zombies. Iconic bass line.
Okay.
Very iconic. All right, y'all. This is the top 10 list.
All right. How frustrated am I going to be today?
This is what we've all been waiting for. All right, number 10. Now, before we get this, please go to anchor.fm/support for the monthly donation to help the podcast. All right. This gives you the power to select topics for the show and my top 10 list each week. All right, let's get into the top 10 list. Number 10, "I Can't Get No Satisfaction" by Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Walter's like, all right.
I'm trying to decide whether I like it where it is, or you know what, we're just gonna leave it there. We're gonna.
Okay. Number 9, "Respect" Aretha Franklin.
That is also in my top 10.
Okay, yeah, mine too.
Number 8, "Stand By Me" Ben E. King.
I was just singing that earlier.
It's iconic as all get out, but I don't know if I would put it in my top 20.
That's a song at the dentist. You just be sitting like, dang, I'm about to get my teeth pulled. You can't stand by me.
But like I said, it is iconic, and it is a very good song. I am a huge fan of the works of Lieber and Stoller. They pulled a Berry Gordy and just produced hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Say what?
I said I just let it bass.
That too. What are you doing, puppy? Why are you growling at the plant?
because he's about to listen to my number 7 song, which is California Dreaming by the Mamas and the Papas.
That is also in my top 10.
What type of name is that?
It's California Dreaming, god damn it.
Not that name, the other name.
The Mamas and the
Mamas
Papas?
and the Papas. It's 2 girls, 2 men.
What?
All the leaves are brown.
Leaves are brown.
Yeah, the sky is gray.
And the sky is gray.
That kind of song, I'm just saying.
It's really weird to think that it's like, because it is iconic, but it's like it's a happy and depressing song that sounds happily it's one of those few songs where like the lyrics match the song perfect, because the song is like it's a happily like it's a upbeat song in minor.
It's like Sounds of Silence.
Yeah, like it's a happily depressed song with happily depressed lyrics by a happily depressed group that sung the song on a hot air balloon. Like,
oh, okay. So it's not like Pumped Up Kicks.
No, Pumped Up Kicks was just, hey, I'm gonna shoot you.
Pumped Up Kicks is Pumped Up Kicks is like the antithesis of that. Like the lyrics don't match it at all.
You better run, outrun this gun.
They're depressing lyrics to an upbeat song, to an upbeat beat. Whereas
that's gonna be my 2010s list. Put it out there.
It's iconic. It's a good song. All the other kids with the Pumped Up Kicks better run. Outrun my gun. Yeah, it's up there with Feel It Still by Portugal the Man. Like it's a happy song. Like it's a happier song, but the lyrics are
my bullet.
Yeah, Kris.
I was singing it and I was like, wait a minute, you shot them? God damn. And then like the little part like run. I was like, dang, this is premeditated murder. God damn.
Talk about a school shooting.
Anyway, number 6, Hey Jude by the Beatles.
Would you believe me if I said that's actually not in my top 10?
Shout out to the Illuminati.
Again, because I had I limited myself to one band in the top 10.
Okay. I understand.
It is a fantastic song. And the entire fact that they wrote it to spite radio stations makes it even better.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I heard that one.
Hey Jude?
Hey Jude?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey Jude.
Hear the song. We're not gonna move on till you hear the song. Come on.
Well, don't make him do it right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
He is not here right now. He's like, no, man, no. But that's still it's a good song. It's a fantastic song, and the entire I like the point behind it. With that being said, it's definitely not their strongest song, right?
I would say it's one of their strongest. Everybody knows.
But so when you put it up
against, not everybody knows every Beatles song.
When you put it up against like something like because I put Hey Jude on the same thing as Let It Be, where it is a good song, it's beautifully written, but it's not their best.
But it's a song that everybody knows from the Beatles.
That's fair.
Like my guitar gently weeps is not a song that everybody knows, but people who know the Beatles know that's one of their best songs.
Know that it probably is their best song. It's definitely it's in their top 5.
All right, we're gonna have a Beatles episode. All right, we're gonna have a Beatles episode.
Make a few phone calls. I'm meant to call my buddy up. Hey.
All right, these are the top 5. Okay, here are my top 5. Number 5, One by Three Dog Night. You didn't think I was gonna pull that one out, did you?
No, you got me.
You didn't think I was gonna pull that one out?
You got me.
That bass part of that song is off the chain.
Hey, sorry.
God dang. Number 4, Come Together by the Beatles.
I only know half that song.
Half?
Yeah.
You make me sad. Come together. All right, number 3.
June.
I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye.
That is indeed a fantastic song, and it's not on my top 10. And I honestly don't know why.
I'm wondering how I knew. That's basically like Ari Lennox I'm playing.
Hey,
Actually,
that was one of my favorite songs to play in Guitar Hero.
LOL. Number 2, Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In by the Fifth Dimension.
See that one.
That bass line.
It's a creepy song.
It's very creepy. However,
I take it back. California Dreaming is the same way. It's a creepy song,
but it's so happy.
Why would you name yourself the Fifth Dimension?
Because it was a black
they from the Fifth Dimension.
From the Fifth Dimension, okay.
Oh, they was on that Booker Sugar.
Oh. Yeah, they was. You said Booker Sugar? You said Booker Sugar?
You were on that Booker Sugar. They were on that. I mean, to be fair,
they probably were.
They kind of were.
They want to go up and away and have their balloons, so and they're black, so they probably were high. Just saying. These are the words of Chris Canty on the KrisCross Corner podcast.
They for sure was doing that white girl.
Anyway, speaking of girl, number 1, My Girl by The Temptations. I got so much honey. The bees in for me.
Do you ever notice how the more you think about songs that came out in certain decades, the more your tops for the decade kind of changes? Because my top like 20 for the 60s have changed like 3 times in the past year. But at no point has that song been in the top 10.
This is not even a 60s dance. It's the 90s.
Yeah, did you macarena yourself into feeling better?
No, I still don't feel good. I still feel I'm in shock.
See, here's the thing.
My girl.
My girl.
My girl.
Talking about my girl. My girl.
Oh, stop. Stop that. Oh, what was that?
Hey. I can move it up.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's a great song. It really is. But it doesn't. So I think we look at how the 60s were defined in 2 different ways, right? Which is fine. I look at it through. I'm looking at it, I guess, more of like, okay, this is like, it's really weird how I kind of categorized that. But like, I mean, it's your opinion, and I disagree with a lot of it.
One song about one guy getting the rest of the band to sing about one girl that they never smashed.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, but artists do that, right? Like, there's what? Hey there,
put it like that. Maybe it should be number 100. Maybe like that. Maybe it should be 100.
Hey, look, whatever you put this as like the final on the list, make sure you put Hey There Delilah in the exact same spot, man.
Hey There Delilah.
Yeah, for when you ever get to like the 2000s, because that's the same kind of thing.
The 2000s. Hey There Delilah might be number like 99.
You look so pretty, yes you do.
Do.
I mean, that's definitely not the strongest of the Plain White Tees, but you can tell it's their. You can tell it's their early group or it's their early song.
What you do to me,
and you can also tell that they wrote their own song, man. Like I was listening to you remember Basketball from Like Mike?
Anyway,
that's another
edition of the KrisCross.
Wait, let me
Basketball
finish.
is my favorite sport. I like the way
Let
it
me-
the mechanical.
let me-
It's so
let-
fast on the microphone.
okay,
I like
okay,
no
two things.
when the game is on.
Two things with that. One, that made it on my
My
top
favorite
songs
play
of the
is
year.
the alley oop. I like to pick and roll. I like to give it go. Let's basketball. Bow wow. Let's go.
So
The
real
fact that
quick.
you know the whole thing, though.
No.
I got the CD.
Hold up. Pause. Time.
And it's on my Apple Music.
Time.
Oh,
So, but real quick, I brought that up because it's the same kind of thing, like with the Plain White Tees, but like with Bow Wow, because you can tell if you listen to that song, and I spent a lot of time. Like I said, it made my top songs for like this year.
Basketball.
I had a bit of a throwback feeling. I was feeling nostalgic for a lot of this year.
Kris, like, the fuck?
It didn't make it high up on there because Spotify did like 100 songs. It was like number 97 or something like that.
You never do like Rule with Nas from the same album?
But look, my point is I spent a lot of time analyzing that song too. And if you listen to it, you can clearly tell that a child wrote part of that rap, and like grown adults who have had a lot of studio time wrote the other part. Because like listen to if you listen to Bow Wow's part, what you did versus
Jermaine Dupri's
part, or
he was probably getting it too. He was like,
no, who else was it? Because Jermaine and Fabulous, right?
Fabulous. I forgot Fabulous. Wait, hold on. Fabulous was
Hold on, girl.
Fabulous was
Hold up. Yeah, because hold up.
Like Mike Thieves.
Because we're looking at because you got that versus
yeah, Fabulous was in that shit.
Yeah. What you got that versus don't too many players get offers like me back and forth. I likely shake the checks off your Nikes. They almost had me at a suit at the draft because they were a free throw when I be shooting from half. Like you sit there and go, okay, a child wrote half of this rap, but a grown ass human being, huh?
But it was good though. It was 2002.
Actually, okay, so here's the crazy thing, because there's actually a part of that rap that doesn't make it into like anywhere in like Mike.
In the actual movie?
In the actual movie, in the like that weird kind of music video they did for it.
Yeah, I ain't about to watch that music video again.
That was hard to watch. That's cringy.
It was.
It was cringy back in 2002.
I'll say it was.
It's so deep in my memory bank. It's not even there no more.
Hey,
oh my god! Remember he had those braids in that video?
Hey, real talk. I had that on DVD, but it was one of those DVDs where it was full screen and it was full screen and widescreen. So if you flipped it, it would be widescreen.
Those were the days, man.
Man, DVDs, man.
He was like, you want the cinematic,
right? It's like you sit there and go
big screen and put it on full screen. Or on the Disney movies,
be like, you want this 4:3 or the 16:9? What you want? I got you.
I think they low-key had like an algorithm. How many people picked widescreen or full screen?
I mean, it kind of makes more sense with how our TVs are going that things would naturally be in widescreen. But I'm sick and tired of watching Blu-rays with like this much of the screen. Like, I wanted a widescreen so it would fit the aspect ratio. Not, I don't want a smaller screen. Like yes, I can watch it in 4K, but like, come on, man, get your shit together.
Hey man, you gotta fix it, bro.
That's like playing the PlayStation 4 with the RCA cable.
See, my PS4. I don't know about y'all. But my PS4 runs 4K because it's a Pro.
David hit home right there. I'm gonna put that out there before you had the HDMI. I was like, how am I supposed to? David hit home right there. I feel attacked.
No, you remember for like
my PS4 on HDMI, so
mine is too now.
Well, no, look, wait. Your PS3 or PS4? Because my PS4 didn't come with those cables. It only came with an HDMI.
With my my PS3 only came with the.
Well, see, that's the PS3, right?
It hit home. I'm just saying it
like my PS3 came with the VG, or like it didn't. Like I have both capabilities, but it came naturally with the cables, and I had to go get an HDMI for it. My PS4,
the HDMI changed the world. When you got the HDMI, you was like,
oh, it fit the whole screen. TV? Like, oh, damn.
But do you remember 360 or like Microsoft solved that problem by having a switch you could flip on the OG 360?
I was never an Xbox kid, okay?
Oh, well, you missed out. But no, what you could do is on the OG 360, on the cable, the housing that plugged into the system, it actually had a switch you could flip.
It had the whole switch on it.
So if you had an HDMI TV, you could actually, or if you had like a HD TV, you could actually play it HDMI without having an HDMI cable.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
so
y'all remember HD DVDs?
Yeah.
You said what?
Y'all remember HD DVDs?
Remember Ultraviolet?
Oh my god. They thought that was going to change the world. That thing lasted 4 months.
Give it 10 years. Hey, you remember Blu-ray?
Blu-ray's still out.
I said give it 10 years. Like, you remember Blu-ray?
It got another 5 years.
No, Blu-ray came out when it was like we were leaning towards streaming, but people were still buying the hard copies.
Hey, do you remember? You remember for like that 1 year when you could get shit on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray?
Those were the days.
I remember. I swear, for like at one of the Disney movies that we had, I swear it was like, yeah, you can either buy it on VHS, Blu-ray, DVD, digital download, Ultraviolet.
No, they didn't say on the Disney ones. It was like come to own on video and DVD. I was like, God, how old is this?
Oh man, do you?
And the video would go up and down. So you were 2000s or older.
Wait, do you remember that? Like that? You remember that dude with that voice? Coming soon to own.
Soon to own on video and DVD.
And like it always had it had the same screen, right? Like
I was like, oh shit, there's a preview. Lilo was there. Oh snap.
Like you sit there and go, I remember. I don't know about y'all, but I was kind of not smart when I was a kid.
Me too.
And so I would actually expect the previews to change.
Me too. They didn't change.
No, they didn't.
I was like, Treasure Planet came out 2 years ago.
I actually did that.
Huh?
That was your thought process? I've seen the movie, so I already know the previews is going to be different.
No, like
my thought process was, okay, I know how movie theater works. When I go in, it's a different movie preview every time I go to the movies.
Oh.
So my thought was, okay, it's a home video. It's like being at the movie. So like I said, I was a not smart child. Okay.
No, y'all remember when the DVD you put the DVD in and it showed the previews and then went to the main menu?
Yeah.
Those were the days. And then I had that one preview, like the piracy preview. If you download this video, you're going to jail. I was like, God,
you wouldn't steal a car.
You wouldn't steal someone's purse in broad daylight, would you?
You wouldn't steal medicine from your medicine cabinet, would
that's
you?
Where I always see with those DVDs. I always skip the previews to go straight.
You wouldn't turn right when you could.
No. But you couldn't skip the piracy one.
You couldn't skip it. It was like,
and for the ones that let you, it always followed it up. You would skip it, and then you would skip it, and then there'd be a screen from the FBI going, piracy is illegal.
No, wait. No, the previews would be quiet the entire time. That would hit. It's the loudest one out of all of them. You're like, can't turn off the volume. Can't skip. You're just stuck here until the main menu shows up. My God damn.
So this is the most I'm 8. What is video piracy?
What is video piracy? I got 2 days. This is for Blockbuster. I got 2 days.
I got this replay.
You got it on Friday. You gotta send it back, but not this replay.
Oh, I got this for family video. What you want me?
We were from the city. All we had was Blockbuster.
Hey, look, I was
in Lansing when I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah, you definitely had family video.
We had family video. We had Blockbuster.
Hollywood video. Hollywood video.
Yeah.
Hey, Kris.
Yeah, that too.
You remember that Blockbuster that used to be on Middlebelt and 9 Mile? It was over there by the Papa Romanos.
No, but I do remember seeing the out, like, you know how they removed the sign. I know that there was one there. I went to the one on
Everything changed.
I went to one on Outer Drive and Southfield Freeway. Or if we were rich enough, we went to the one on Grand River and Southfield.
See, we used to go to a place called Video Vision, and it was only one of them, and it used to be on 11 Mile and
what is this?
Yeah,
Video Vision.
No, let me explain. Let me explain. Video, it ain't there no more. It's a CVS there now. No, Video Vision was kind of cool because they had a slightly bigger selection than Blockbuster, and it was cheaper. So we'd be like, I want to rent a video game. I could rent it for a week or for like 5 or 6 days for like $2, as opposed to Blockbuster being like $4 or $5 for like 4 days. It was like it just did.
What?
Yeah, Blockbuster was not cheap.
It wasn't.
It for sure was not.
So when Netflix came out and they were like, "Hey, you want to watch movies anytime?" Well, I'll tell you what. Send us, or because do you remember how like Netflix started?
Yeah, Netflix. You had to like mail it in.
You had to order it, and then they changed the game around the time the PS3 came out because they had a disc. You could just, if you had the disc had the software that would take you to their online library. So you wouldn't have to. There was no. It wasn't like GameFly where you would just send it, or it was just that. And then they launched their streaming service, and I was like, oh snap, this game is all changed.
GameFly changed the game too. I remember the first episode, the commercials.
Man, the Netflix on streaming. Remember that the first beta? I was like, God, man. Yeah. Changed the whole world. Now Netflix is $400 a stock.
Netflix, it's really weird. Netflix a few years ago ran on a really weird thing where they consistently bankrupted themselves. Like they didn't end up filing for bankruptcy, but what they did is that they would go broke working on all their shows, and then all their shows would pay off.
Yep.
Which is a really dumb, really smart
investing in yourself.
No, it is. Like they were hoping that their ROI would be 100%, and it was like 200% on everything they did. Like it was a really dumb, really smart investment strategy, and it just happened to work. I don't think
I've never seen an episode of Squid Game.
I still haven't seen Squid Games.
We watched the first episode. We were trying to watch the rest, but we just aren't home all at the same time, so it's like kind of hard to do.
Nor do I watch it. Period.
Oh, David wasn't here when we did the What You Do in Detroit, bro. Steve Harvey is coming out with a show, bro.
What's it called?
No. You gotta refer to him correctly.
Judge Steve Harvey. It's gonna be a judge.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Man,
I'm gonna watch.
I lost my shit when I.
It better be on Hulu. It better be on Hulu. I'm gonna watch every episode. Dog, they put Wife Swap on Hulu. I watched like 8 episodes yesterday.
As a kid, I was like, this is an interesting show. As an adult, there is no way.
I would have beat the
kids.
I would have beat the kids in some of these episodes.
Like there is no. It's like Nanny 911 and Super Nanny, right? Like as a kid, I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to have like.
Was Super Nanny the British one?
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was, but it was those shows were amazing.
But like you sit there and as a kid, I was like, man, look at these kids. They kind of act however they want. That's kind of cool. And like Wife Swap, I was like, it'd be kind of cool to have a different mom for a few days, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my mama to death. But like I was a kid, I was like, it'd be kind of interesting to see how that would play out. Me as an adult, it's like there's no way that I would let No.
And
like especially with us, like the nanny shows, there's no. You want to bring
some other nigga in here?
So it's like, but like for like the nanny shows, you want to bring somebody in here to discipline? No.
First off, why would I want to swap my wife?
First of all, if someone could swap my wife for 2 weeks, I'm playing. Moving on. We're not gonna talk about that, but but this one episode, this one lady and the husband, we're divas. We don't do chores because we're divas. I was like, no.
And I sat there and I was like, wait, so you that's the thing. Like some of these people on like Wife Swap and whatnot. it baffled me that they.
I'll never forget the episode where it was the black wife swapped with the white wife, and the black wife got with the white kids.
Oh my gosh! Which one was when they went to Texas and the kid almost ran over with the car?
I think that's what it was.
She was like,
she got with him so quick.
She's like, your kid almost ran me over with his car. And the white dad was just chilling. He was like, yeah, he must have gotten in the way. I was like, God damn.
Speaking of bad kids, hey, real quick, I had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine. And we were talking about like how to kind of rear your child when you need to. And the idea came up of child leashes. What are your thoughts on child leashes?
First off, if your voice is powerful, you don't need a leash.
Thank you.
Because we were. I yell at my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old all day, every day. I don't have time to be buying no leashes and make it look like they slavery.
Just threaten your kids.
It's slavery right now.
It's not even a slave thing. Like, it was just one of those things where we were out, we were talking, we were just talking about random shit, and we just happened to see this kid with a backpack with a leash on it, and I was like, oh, that's a bad kid. Like either that or that's a parent that doesn't know how to discipline their child. They
don't know how to discipline the child, or they don't know how to control their child. That's why they have these things called leashes.
Yeah, no, I know what they're for, but it's
my
like
my mom would have been like, "Hey, you embarrass me, I embarrass you. You go in the store, you better behave right. Don't ask me nothing.
Touch nothing. Don't see nothing. Nothing.
When
or you put something in my cart.
Oh, I see.
When we go down the cereal aisle, when we go down the cereal aisle, you pick one box and only one box.
I see. David's that we got McDonald's at home parent.
That's me too.
That's what my mama. Do you got McDonald's money?
No, there's a difference. No. Do you got McDonald's money is one.
You got McDonald's money?
No, do you got McDonald's money is one type of parent that we got McDonald's at home is a completely other like archetype of parent.
No. But see, my mama was both. My mama was depending
make
on
McDonald's at home.
What day of the week it was. That's what my mama was. Like on Monday, we got McDonald's at home. I could make some burgers and some fries.
With bread, not buns. No buns. With bread.
With that $1 whole wheat bread from like Kroger or Myers.
Use the butts of the bread.
Wonder Bread.
Oh, the Wonder Bread don't come in whole wheat. Come on now.
It doesn't.
It don't, but that's what we had.
That's why we cried.
Oh, this bread is 53 cents a loaf. You know, as a kid, I was like, Mom, we can definitely get some better bread. But as an adult who has to shop and go, like, it's like, oh man, this 53 cents.
I'll take that Sarah Lee for $1.
Right, like 50 cents a loaf ain't that bad.
Stop hitting home, David. Stop hitting home.
I'll take that Sarah Lee.
I got 3 loaves up there right now. I got 3 loaves up there right now. David over here. Every time David speaks, like my heart just drops. Like, oh, he got me again.
Damn, I for sure go to Kroger any day.
Like, why did you hit me like that?
But no, because it's one thing to sit there and be like, hey, we ain't got the money for this. It's the whole other thing to be like, hey, we got this at, but the McDonald's at home is never McDonald's. Like my mama didn't do that. She'd be like, no, we ain't getting food. We got food at home you can eat.
Wait, hold up. Marcella Kamari mostly. Kamari would have been like, no, her mom would be like, we got McDonald's at home, and we get the plate. And she said, McDonald's that got crinkle cut fries. We want to get sent to bed for that shit.
Hey, since when did McDonald's start making McCain smiley fries? Like, come on, what you doing?
First of all, if they make crinkle cut fries or smiley fries at McDonald's, they make a killing. I'm just saying that right now.
They would, especially with the MS, with the MSG.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Can I get a kid's meal? Are you a kid? No.
But the thing is, kids don't think that those are French fries. They just think they're like whole potatoes. So I think it's a whole different taste.
That is what I thought when I was younger.
That's me
too. Because we show that shit had McCain Smileys, and I sit there and be like, these some good, like,
these are potatoes. These like
had me fries. Looking like I was on bath salts, eating people's faces. Like, it was just like one of those things.
Name a food you could think of and taste it. And Smileys.
Tostino's pizza rolls.
I'm tasting it a little bit, ain't you?
I'm not gonna lie. David said the Smileys, and then Borters just said what I just had for dinner.
We got some. We got some pizza rolls in the freezer right now. I got 150 of them. I might have to eat some
once we get off this episode.
I might have to get some tomorrow.
No, but no, I agree. That's one of those things. They would make a killing, but yeah, it'd be like, I didn't realize we had some unnecessarily juicy hamburgers, some day old crusty bread, and some McCain Smileys. Like you ever sit there
before the George Foreman grill? They were juicy.
Hey, real talk though, the George Foreman grill is like one of the best investments you can have.
Fam,
the big one when you got a whole family
to this day.
Hey, look, my parents, I think they had to toss it because it finally went belly up, but like my mom had hers for the better part of 25 years. Like I remember having that thing as like a munchkin. And it didn't have there was no what's his name, like temperature control. It just had a dial. And you would turn it.
It's not hot.
No, you would just turn the dial. And then after a while it would ding, it would go off, your food would be ready. Bada bing, bada fucking boom.
But then you got to clean the grease trap, and everybody had.
Friday night was just lit. You're like, instead of pizza, you be like, you know what? Pull out the hamburgers. Not instead the hamburgers. You got the patties, the flat patties already made.
Put them on the Foreman grill. Let's have some. Let's eat good tonight.
Fam.
That's that McDonald's at home.
And then Friday was even better. Friday was even better with Friday Night SmackDown. I'm like.
Hey,
Foreman grill or Little Caesars pizza. Oh man,
my mom straight up was like, "You can't watch SmackDown no more."
Oh, because it did the bikini contest.
I think so. I remember being like 4 and 5 watching SmackDown, and be like, "I love wrestling."
Undertaker, you was watching it in the dark room.
Get out of my house, David. Get out of my house. I was like. I'm like, oh.
Especially when he do the magic, you're like, oh, come on.
Be like,
we're like 9:55 rolled around. You were like, oh, the Undertaker about to come out any moment.
Any moment.
No, it's hilarious. I look back at I don't know about y'all, but look back at my childhood. I was like, I was 6 years old. I had a GameCube. I was playing 007 and watching like WWE SmackDown.
Same here.
Parents don't let their kids do that these days.
No, kids don't let the kids do these things. They don't even know what that is.
Play Fortnite and do emotes.
No, they watch other kids play video games.
Hey, real talk though, I thought about making a career off of that. I'm like, I'm kind of funny, and I play video. I can scream at a video game.
They watch kids play with toys. That they
I could watch other people play video games I used to play, like Star Wars Battlefront, and be like, "No, you're supposed to go that way, nigga."
The secrets, dude. Let me speaking of that. My dad watched me play the original Doom. Yeah, like the old PC Doom from the 90s. Yeah. So, and this nigga was backseat controlling. Like I was sitting there, like, all right. My dad goes, "Hey, you missed a secret, nigga. Where? Oh, it's back in that other room. What other room? Oh, well, see, you gotta like crawl along the wall until you hear a click, and then you gotta sprint across the map in 3 seconds, or else it closes."
This nigga played Mega Man Legends.
That was just like that was my dad was like, "Hey son, come sit down." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "I need you to do a favor. I'm having hard trouble on this first level."
I want to watch that. Hold on 1 second.
He said, "I need some help on the first level." Okay, Dad. What game is this? Mega Man. When I tell you,
Mega Man Legends was hard, bro. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. Mega Man Legends.
yo,
That's what made me quit
first
PlayStation
level?
1.
Yo, let me tell you, that was the worst 3 hours of my life.
3 hours for one
Hey,
level.
but like,
One level.
but like, I straight up, I straight up called my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad." He goes, "Hey, son, how you doing? What's up? How you doing, son?" I was like, "I'm doing good, Dad." He goes, "That's good. That's good. Well, what's up, son?" I was like, "So I just started Duke Nukem 3D." He goes, "Oh, that's a good game." I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, it's a great game." Where the hell are these secrets at?
No, David, I'm looking at it right now on YouTube. The long play, if you play it all the way through, 8 hours, bro.
Oh hell no.
8 hours. Hold up.
8 hours.
Hold
I'm
up.
gonna start right now. I'll be done
Hey,
by 9 o'clock.
I would
tomorrow
like
morning.
to contrast that, right? So we're talking 8 hours of gameplay, dude. Let me tell you, to 100% Final Fantasy 13 takes 3 days of gameplay, at least 72 hours.
That's true.
Yeah.
But isn't that an open map?
Kinda. It's like procedural open world. So like once you get to a certain point, there are certain things you can't access again.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah.
But this game right here, this nigga took 7 hours.
Like,
And that's if you know what you're doing.
We didn't know what we was doing. We had no memory card, no nothing. So we stopped the game. We had to start all the way over again.
Hell.
Have you ever witnessed anything like being growing up in the video game age? Have you ever witnessed anything so tragic as losing a hard drive or a memory card?
No, if you never had one, that was when you was really living.
No. Oh, you playing your favorite game so much that it's literally scratched.
Yeah.
And it's unplayable.
Get out my house, David. Get out my house. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. Come on now.
No, I had my.
It is not playable no more, and you can't find the game again.
No, I got one that's more tragic than that. My 360, the hard drive failed on it, and the only profile I had on there was an offline. I didn't. No, the hard drive just corrupted itself. Like my hard drive just went belly up. It just needed to be reformatted, which was cool. But like I had an offline profile that was only offline. That had like 12,000 gamer score on it that I lost along with all my games and all my memories and all that. And I was like, "Oh, this isn't that bad. I'm sure I can go to like my online profile and it'll be." No, it wasn't. They weren't the same.
Oh my!
Like I was sitting there like, man, I could be upwards of 50,000 G's right now if it wasn't for this damn belly up in 2011. Like.
Man, bump this game, bro.
What game?
Mega Man Legends, bro. I'm looking at this. I was like, this game looks so stressful. This is just the beginning. Like,
it is like, yo.
Well, I'm trying to look for the Wikipedia. Here it is. 1997. Wow. Capcom. PlayStation. N64.
They was some hoes for that.
It was on PSP.
There was some hoes for that.
It was on mobile phones too. It was probably on the Nokia.
Not the Nokia.
Hey, did you hear that?
That bitch on the Nokia.
No, it was on the Sprint Nextel. You have to pull a little antenna.
No, do you remember them days you sit there and be playing Snake and buy your phone ringing?
Are we playing bowling?
Hey, my dad. So my
house.
Hey, did anybody else's parent have a PDA? Because my dad was always a tech guy, so he had a PDA. So I used to sit there and play like Submarine, which I guess the only point of that game was to dodge mines. I don't know. I was 6. I was like, "Oh, this is entertainment.
This is dumb."
It's like, Dad, can I play your Palm Pilot? Like,
this is so stupid. We actually played this game.
What, Snake? Bowling? What?
No, this is Mega Man Legends.
Walter.
This is so stupid.
When I tell you,
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
That's the game you give to your kids.
Oh,
they piss you off.
For punishment.
Listen.
You cannot leave until you beat the first level. Bro, what the hell is this? Them polygons.
Yes.
Mega Man Legends.
You gotta beat one level, and then you off punishment.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Loki, if you wanted to sway a child away from e-gaming for a living, make them play Mega Man Legends.
I just wanna say that I'm sorry. They put this out on PS3.
When I tell you, I almost
Oh,
put a
yeah,
controller
PS4.
at the TV.
2D
Imagine getting to the end.
All right, so
Then dying.
David, it said,
wait, is there no save point in this game?
No, hold up. It said Mega Man franchise was known for its 2D side-scrolling platformer. So he was like this while doing this. I hate this game.
Fail.
So
it was a 2D character. No, a 3D character on a 2D.
I gotta ask a question. And this is very important. Given the choice, would you play Mega Man Legends or E.T. for the Atari?
I'd rather play Mega Man Legends.
Yeah.
You said E.T. I was like, oh hell no, we're not going that far back.
So you remember how the other episode we were talking about how like I don't think there's a superhero movie that can make Green Lantern look good. I feel like E.T. for the Atari could make any video game look good.
Yeah, even Pong.
Pong is great. It's simplistic and it's easy.
Oh, Dave, you remember the wall of electricity?
Oh, I ain't want to. Man. The worst memories of my life. Oh,
dog, when we got Mega Man 8, oh my god, that was probably the best thing to happen in my life.
See, I was never a Mega Man person.
It had music with that thing.
You know what is a series that I genuinely do love that has both like infuriated me and made me like weep tears of joy. And it's a newer one. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's series, but it cracks me up. Oh, say what?
How did he kill it so quickly?
So real quick, it cracked me up because the like Five Nights at Freddy's, the people who behind that game just dropped another one before Christmas.
Why is that the number one thing nowadays?
But that we can get to that later. But it cracked me up because somebody downloaded a mod for it where Freddy is now Winnie the Pooh.
What?
Why would I want to see a horrified Winnie the Pooh?
It's not that it's horrifying. It's actually kind of funny because the new one Freddy like helps you. It's weird, but it cracked me up to just sit there and watch like Winnie the Pooh run around this massive fucking like facility.
How is this so quick?
But it's one of those things where there are definitely certain impassable things like the wall, like you're talking about. It also reminds me of Cyberpunk because Cyberpunk is insanely buggy still.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, I'll give a company credit for putting out a game against adversity and whatnot, but this is bad.
He said,
"This is what I, David, bro." Hold on. So remember this part when you get to go outside?
Yeah.
This is where I would stop. My memory card would be like, you know what? We're done for the day. What? I don't want to be here no more. I can't watch all this. This is too much. This brings back too much nostalgia.
You know what they should bring back, which I'd be down for like a redo. Enter the Matrix.
Into the Matrix. Yeah.
Did you ever play that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I'm currently playing it right now. It's in my GameCube right now.
2 hours.
And like what?
Wasn't it on it? No.
It's on Xbox.
Okay, it is. Okay, that was the one I was thinking of then. Okay.
It's on Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. I think I actually have it.
I played it on the Xbox and PS2. But
I think I have it for all 3 systems, but I'm not sure.
What y'all know about this? Wait for it. Yeah! He'll go all the way through the PlayStation logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Especially
that's-
PlayStation 2. Oh my gosh.
You know, another thing. Did you guys ever play like Perfect Dark or Perfect Dark Zero?
Perfect
No,
Dark.
Perfect Dark was on the 64 and Perfect Dark Zero they dropped on like Xbox.
no.
So they're bringing
none
it
of them.
back and like they think they're bringing it back next year in 2022, and it might be one of the games I'm most excited for because it's a stupidly good franchise series. But their old shit is like that too, where it's really polygony, kind of buggy. Shit don't make sense.
Mm-mm.
It's a Nintendo game with blood splatter. You can't really ask for more. It's made by the same people who made GoldenEye.
Oh, not GoldenEye. You was like this. 1996.
For which one?
Mega Man 8 was better than Mega Man Legend. You could have literally just not made Mega Man Legends and kept Mega Man 8.
They said nah. They said
It was like, nah, let's make
we
it more
made this
stressful.
game for the experts, the people that know Mega Man.
It was like, nah, let's increase the suicide rate.
Oh, goodness.
That's because
What?
why have a whole video? What the fuck? I don't care about Saturn.
Oh,
Why are there 8 rings on this planet?
hey Kris, you want to hear my top 10 for the 60s?
Yeah, you're tough. We went on like a 45-minute tangent. Let's go. Of David in my house.
Or do you want?
That's
I
what
put
episode,
New
David.
show
David in my
coming
house.
to you in 2022.
David's gonna be in my house.
Good
That,
God.
that should be a thing. David in your house, episode 2. Like what thing David says to make Kris be like, damn, that's in my house.
My
That
God.
pizza rolls thing Walter got me, bro. I'm just gonna let you know. I was like, God.
You're welcome. You are
I'm gonna have some more
welcome.
too.
All right.
He's really-
So do you want the top 10 or the top 20?
Either one.
You know,
Okay.
man.
So in the top, I'll do top 20 then. Actually, I do an honorable mention at 21. I have Littlest Conversation because that song is very Las
Oh.
Vegas-y. Elvis Presley. It's almost as
Okay.
Las Vegas as Viva Las Vegas.
Okay.
Number 20 is Kokomo because only the Beach Boys could sing about a fictional place that real.
Yeah. Come on now. Okay.
Because Kokomo actually does not exist. It's been verified. 19 is Surfing USA. Yep. 18 is Hey Jude.
Okay.
17 is Help.
Help. Need somebody. Help.
Yep. 16 is Mrs. Robinson. Because I would argue that Sound of Silence is more iconic, but I think this one kind of edges it just a little bit more. 15 is Bad Moon Rising, CCR.
Yeah. I see bad moon rising.
Yep. 14 is Stop in the Name of Love. 13 is Pinball Wizard by The Who.
Pinball Wizard. I like that song.
12 is Eleanor Rigby. Because how dare you put that song that high on your list?
Eleanor Rigby.
11 is Run Around Sue by Dionne. Which is I think that's fair. Number 10 is Time of the Season. The other
zombie song. I like that one.
Yeah. I think like the 60s kind of towards the end of the 60s we got really into psychedelic rock, and I think that the Zombies is a really good interpretation of that. Along with like Incense and Peppermints by Strawberry Alarm Clock, which is also like an honorable mention.
I was gonna put that in there, but I was like, I already got one Recess song in there.
Yeah. Recess was very weird.
I had 3 Recess songs in there.
Number 9 is Sunny, the Marvin Gaye version. because I like that one the best personally. Plus, you can't really argue 5 key changes in a song. Number 8 is "This Magic Moment" by the Drifters.
Okay,
because we're still kind of edging out that like rockabilly doo-wop era. 7 is "Painted Black." Who doesn't love the British Invasion? Number 6 is "California Dreamin'." Number 5 is "What a Wonderful World."
What a wonderful world.
The Sam Cooke version.
Okay, Sam. What a wonderful.
Don't know much about history. Yep. Number 4 is "Respect." May she rest in peace. 3 is "Fortunate Son." Number 2. I struggled with this because 1 and 2 are interchangeable. Number 2 is "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" by the Beatles, because I think it is their best song. What is?
We're gonna have a Beatles episode.
Okay. Number 1. I was trying to make my top 10. I could only do one of an artist. It's really hard to do, but my number 1 for the 60s is "All Along the Watchtower."
Ding, 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 ding. I would say Voodoo Child too. Voodoo Child is probably my favorite Jimi Hendrix song.
Voodoo Child is up there. It all along the Watchtower and Voodoo Child are kind of neck and neck for me. They're his 2 best songs.
If I was a WWE superstar, I'm coming out to Voodoo Child like Hulk Hogan did in the 90s.
But I don't know, just the use of "All Along the Watchtower" is what makes it for me. It's a little bit more known in like the war era.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the same kind of thing with "Fortunate Son," where like that and "Bat Moon Rising" are probably 2 of their most popular songs. "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" is definitely it. The music itself is what I mean. The lyrics are cool, but it's what's going on in the background of the music that a lot of people can feel, but they don't really understand if they're not musicians, if they don't study music. That's the stuff I like, and that's why it's up there for me. But yeah, that's my top 20. Fight me on it, Kris. I dare you.
I will fight you.
There we go. I'm a Believer by the Monkees in there, and then watch as and then
shout out to Shrek.
And then watch as
the first thing that came to my mind too.
Because Smash Mouth sucks sometimes.
Oh yeah, that was the
Smash Mouth. Yeah, the Smash Mouth version.
I'm a believer.
You hear he got in trouble recently?
Who?
The lead singer of Smash Mouth.
I don't even know who he is.
I don't either, but they're still touring, or more or less. It's one of those things where he has the Smash Mouth name, so he's Smash Mouth, and then there's like a band behind him that plays.
He's just Smash Mouth.
Yeah, sort of like Panic at the Disco, right? Where like Brendan Urie's Panic at the Disco. This guy is Smash Mouth, more or less. The only difference is Panic at the Disco is actually popular. But no, he got drunk while doing a performance and started screaming at like the fans, and he was gonna like come to their house and kill them. It's American Pie is not in my top 20. That sucks. Sorry, I was looking at something. I
thought American Pie was
a movie.
1970.
Let me check. I thought it was. See what I mean? There were the 60s and the 70s are definitely interchangeable on some music. If I told you what year did the Carpenters come out, would you say late 60s or like early 70s?
I would say they started in the late 60s, but their hits were in the early 70s.
I mean, yeah, but they definitely fit in both categories.
Actually, their sound was more like the early 70s, more like that. Yeah. I want to try to go back to folk, but I'm not trying to go back to folk because I have instruments.
American Pie is 1971, so it just missed it. That folk rock.
Yeah, the early 70s was a dead period in rock music.
It was kind of it wasn't
like exciting, but it was like the Carpenters, like American Pie, that kind of music.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the early 70s was kind of that weird thing where we were all It's like when you're at recess, or like when you're at recess when you were in like elementary school, and you and your friends wanted to play something, but you didn't know what to play, so you just kind of sat, or you just kind of stood around for 5 minutes, going, "Do I want to play on the playscape? Do I want to go play basketball? Do I want to just run around the field?" Like,
what do I want to do?
that's literally what it was. Like,
David thinking of something like, I want to get in Chris's house again.
No, I just used to climb the monkey bars and just sit on top.
oh man, the Allman Brothers. I forgot about the Allman Brothers.
I hated the monkey bars.
The monkey bar sucked.
I was a swing guy.
I was always on the glider. I used to stroll.
Yeah, I did the glide too.
Y'all went to Belle Isle and went on those bridges with the rolling bridges.
No,
nope. But
with the moving floor.
Nancy got it. Nancy got those.
No,
What?
we didn't do that.
Watch is scared. He got PTSD. Walter's like, I don't want to go back.
Yeah, I don't know about the early 2000s Detroit life.
Yeah, it was how to put it. It was rough. Like I lived in the suburbs, and we felt Detroit, like the roughness of Detroit.
You felt the roughness?
Like, have you ever seen somebody get punched so hard that like you get hurt?
Yeah,
that's what it felt like. Like it felt like the world just like punched the ever living crap like straight in like Detroit's face.
Hold on, yeah.
And all of the suburbs like Livonia, Redford, Southfield, even Troy, like Pontiac, like all of them were like, yeah, my nose is bleeding too. And Detroit was like, I'm okay, guys, and we were like, yeah, sure, we're gonna call an ambulance anyways. That's a lot of blood. like
y'all know about Soul Train before it went off the air in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
that's what Soul Train wasn't Soul Train no more. It was like, hey, this low key, rated PG-13.
Hey, speaking of that, you know, somebody made a good point. It's like, you remember when MTV used to actually play music?
I mean, I wasn't born yet, but
Kris, come on. No, they played music up until like the early to mid-ish 2000s.
Yeah, I think it was like what, MTV Jams or something like that.
No, like MTV used to just be like music videos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, I remember. I was watching the Soul Train line from the 2005 Soul Train.
Hold up, this is 2000. Wait, what?
I'll put it in the chat.
There's a Soul Train Music Award. What?
No, the Soul Train line from 2005. I was like, I can understand why they took it off the air.
Soul Train line from May of 2005.
I understand why they took it off the air now.
Oh god!
The first girl, the first woman alone.
Why is the first thing I'm seeing for this McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Okay, man, they gotta get the black audience.
That's the worst thing Pusha T said he ever did.
What? McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. See, Walter. And the first guy is just wild.
What'd she do? She dropped it like it was hot?
I don't know.
No.
Actually,
all right.
Okay. All right, y'all. This is another edition of KrisCross Corner.
But say it's late, and I should probably
going on 2 a.m, y'all.
Yeah, we'll probably go to sleep or something.
David, look at my eyes.
Look at my eyes.
I can keep going.
Wait, what are we doing?
My eyes been hurting.
All right, y'all. Stay safe. Social distance and be nice to each other.
Have a good one.